save my life going down for the last time. Wow. I don't know, baby. I don't think there is going down for the last time anymore. I think we've been saved from that there door right here on this old Coyote Medicine Show, and here's a whole lot more all across this old planetary reality. Just wait and see, baby. You won't believe your eyes and ears, man, as this thing starts to unfold right before your very eyes and ears, right inside of your heart primarily. This is what's awakened your eyes and ears. You can see it, make sense of it, and help others understand what the hell is going on here too. Because babies, you know, wow, it's time to share the wealth, share the love, and we're going to spread it far and wide tonight, babies. It's an act of sheer joy. We have released from the prisons of the deepest kinds of hellacious places a brotherhood of light, a brotherhood of love. And we united with them in oneness as a part of the completion of the circle of our great family, this reunion of all the family, of humanity and beyond her as well. Babies, this is our awakening, our time of coming together. Our time is here. It's now, it's within our hearts, it's within our lives, it's within our love, it's within our capability. It is what we're doing here now, babies. And it is time to party. It is time to celebrate. It's time to let go of all the bullshit and get on with it, babies. Just be in your heart. Be the light of love that you are. Be the truthful person that you are. And lightly so. Remember, truth isn't predatory, man. When you give it in love, man, it's respected, you know, by every heart. Truth is understandable when it's spoken from the heart. When it's isolated in the intellect, it doesn't seem to carry the weight that it does when it's spoken from the heart. So understand now that most of your speaking these days will be from the heart. That's another change of attitude that we've undergone here. Those of the first wave and so forth, all the way back through. It carries through to all of humanity as we do this. There's the groundbreakers, you know, and everybody after them. You know, we just do it. So anyway, yeah, we're just opening up, finding the light in life, the love, and being that which we are in this reality. And extensively so. You know, and each of you deals with your own little bit of darkness in your own way. But it comes around now to play as a real something else, a life that has lived itself in pain and disharmony but for ages without end. And here it is released from its agony finally, which means your heart is released from its agony as well, if there was any there. Most people don't have to carry this shit. Everybody feels it. If one person's got it, everybody's got it. Just how it works. Because of our interconnectedness, because of our divine nature and our divine way. Because we are the love of life that's brought itself back to life. We're unrestricted now. There is no thing to fear. Death has taken a side path and doesn't need to visit you any longer. And if it does, babies, like I say, just invite that realm in. Instead of dying to that realm, instead of separating from the body and going home, bring it into yourself and it'll regenerate you immediately. You'll unhook your tubes and you'll walk away from them wires and you'll walk away from that thing, man. Put on some clothes before you hit the street. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. Who knows? But you won't need it anymore, babies, you know. And that's the empowerment for the entirety of humanity. One of the first evidences that life really does rock and roll to a whole different tune than what you've been hearing, babies. Yeah, well, you've been hearing it. A lot of folks have. But a lot of folks ain't been hearing it either. You know, a lot of folks don't even know that life is all about music and harmony and truth and love and understanding. I'm just seeing truckload after truckload of magic dust pulling out of the magic mine here in Crestone, Colorado, in the sky above us, babies. I think it's going to shower down magic dust all over Earth tonight. I think transformation is becoming a reality. I think the fairy dust of paradise is going to affect and influence us quite a bit, don't you? I just see truckload after truckload of it loading up, man, underneath the tipple of love, man. Wow. It's the end of heartache, babies. The release from all pain, the ungainly attitudes, the cold-heartedness. We can return to our humanity now. We can live in our heart. We can be at peace with all that is, especially that reptile that's lived inside of us. No longer do we perceive things as we have, for our understanding of them has deepened and broadened greatly. And now we appreciate who we are in the fullness of all of our person, or as close as we can get to it here in this present time, babies. It's hauling, you know what, down the hill, man. It's coming after us. It's here. It's now. It's real. But we're gaining, gaining, gaining. It doesn't stop here. This is another momentary beginning. You know, we have them all the time. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. In fact, it's just a roll of new beginnings, man. Just going on forever, it seems like, don't it? Well, that's all right with me, man. As long as it blossoms and grows and becomes the love that it is, as long as it becomes the reality of life that it is, then I'm with it. Flowing with it, babies. Ain't we all? We're just there. And that's the flow of the heart. It takes us to the most intelligent place in creation in the moment in time in which we live. The one place we need to be right at the one moment we need to be in it. That's the magnetic synchronicity that's gone on under the surface as we've seen it in the past and now becomes a conscious practice, a part of our lives. Perfect synchronicity as we get the hang of this and understand what it really means. That's where the magic dust comes in, man. You know, it's going to help make everything all right tonight, babies. The ships are in flight. The magic dust is being delivered. It's old Santa Claus up to it again, babies. I just can't help myself. I just can't. I just love to give, give, give. It's my nature. It's who I am. It's what I do. And what I've always done, even in my states of confusion. Man, if I couldn't give enough, I felt awful poorly about myself and went away for a while and mourned in the deserts and the mountains until I could get my presence back and go and share some more. That's been my pattern all of my life, baby. I don't need to do that anymore. You know, my agony's over. My pain is gone. I have released myself from such a past. And in so doing have released all of humanity at the same time. For such were the nature of the energies that I carried, or at least in that illusionary way, those were the natures that I carried. And now we've rectified it all. And when I say illusionary, what I mean is the angst, the darkness, the meanness, the coldness. That's all illusion, baby. Now the person that personified all of that, hell yeah, real as all get out. Part of me. The other side of God, if you will. The other side of life, if you will. The other 2/3 of it, you know? Because it's not just one, it's two. You know, and now in union, in completion, as the Lord of light forevermore, the Lord of love, those who live in harmony, the Ancient of Days reincarnated right before your very eyes and ears, inside of you too, and everyone else across the face of this earth, as you become willing to accept it, as you see yourself as worthy, as you understand the nature of that worthiness given in your innocent heart. It purifies even the darkest, meanest, coldest of things, and allows you to release yourself from the need to ever perform such service again if you ever have. Not all of us have been called to that path, you know. And every time it's about reasonable containment of those energies until this time of now of purification of all energies of our heart. That's the grandfather's gift to you on this beautiful morning of a great Father's Day. A Father's Day that will be remembered in the annals of time forever. For this is the beginning of the release to the purity in each and every one of us and in all of creation. It's over, darlings. The day of darkness is done. It is history. It is not to be replicated ever again. Such is the nature of our being. When we make our errors, we correct them, no matter what it takes. Now you begin to understand the substance and form of the true service of humanity, and why so many stupid SOBs have gone such gnarly and difficult ways. Why there's been so much hurt and abuse in this world, beyond imaginable proportions. Everyone, there's not a life here on this earth anywhere that wasn't and isn't touched by it in that way. But in that same way now, the release is every bit that and then some. It's shared with all of humanity in these moments of time. That's a gift from your Creator, that which lives within you, that which is your very own heart, so therefore a gift to yourself. And it's about time you started giving there, in this righteous sort of way. Do you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? To allow yourself to receive what you truthfully deserve in this life, and to be whole and present in this life for all those who still feel undeserving, and sharing of the wealth of your life with those who feel of lesser nature, so they rise up with you. It's not that they're any less than you. They may even be greater souls than you. Who the hell cares? We're all in this together. It's equitous. Whatever part we play, that's just beautiful. And that's who we are, as this part of the divine matrix. Far different than the old matrix in which we lived. The divine matrix is a reality, a truthful place to be, a place of humble and willing hearts gathering together to remember the dynasty of love that we left, the treasure of the heart that we left for ourselves here at the beginning of time, the moment of now, the place of the new beginning, the awakening to awareness of truthful presences in our lives, of all the forces at play here, of all the beings and energies that are working with us, against us, and for us, and all of that good stuff. All follow the flow now, so there is no more against. Everything flows in a singular direction, the same way that water flows in a river and finds its channel and finds its way to the sea. So is humanity now, in the river of life, floating to the harmony, the ocean of the heart. And be reincarnated there as that heart, in full conscious presence in creation, babies. You don't gotta wait any longer. Love is there when you understand it, when you begin to live it. Doesn't take any practice of any particular sort. Just let yourself be guided there by this very heart, this awareness, this awakening, this understanding. You'll find the truthful way is very easy to follow, because it demonstrates itself to you again and again and again. It's powerful beyond measure. Truth is an energy all of its own. I remember many years ago, I was first offered this sort of truth. I didn't understand. I never would have turned it down otherwise, but man, I looked at it and said, I don't believe in war, babies. I don't need no sword. When I lived in a world of contention, who the hell was I trying to kid, man? But I don't believe in war. But the sword of truth, hell yeah, I'll carry that forever, man. Shit, yeah. Cuts away all the bullshit. Cuts it right down to straight up talk, babies. Straight up reality. Straight up truth. Straight up love. In all of its various forms. None of which can be exhumed any longer in the old way. All are given rest in that way, and in this way of the heart, flow forevermore. It's our choosing, all of us. Else it wouldn't be happening. The hearts of darkness as well as light. See, this is humanity's service to that which we call darkness, those reptilian lives that lived it, and others that were there associated with them. It's a powerful force in that way. When you feel isolated and separate, but we find the greatest love in them too. The ability to endure such a role in life for eons and ages of time. Time without beginning and end, it seems, yet there is a beginning, there is a change, an end, not beginning again. And it's here and it's happening right now inside of you, inside of me, inside of all of humanity, one way or another, across the face of this earth. And why should that be? Why should it be now? Well, why not? Who needs a reason? Just let it be. Understand truth flows through you now. And you have every right to become that truth. Because it was always there. Your intention in life was always pure. You get quite corrupted by the energies in this life in the past. But that's all done away with now. You won't get angry in the old ways. And if you do get angry, it'll be because somebody needs to hear something they're not hearing. And so you put a little energy behind it so they'll hear it. It's far different than the anger you've known in the past. It's creative. It's loving. Far more consciously than ever before. Makes the coyote medicine of the past look rather weak, huh? Yeah, that's what brought us here, so we got to even bless that too. Every journey has its value, and every piece in it. Every life the same. Very highly valued. As I've explained before, at least 1 billion beings, active participants in your life. At least 1 billion, that's your audience, so to speak. Those are your brothers and sisters in heart that are here to help you be assured your reality, your truth, that you will be finding it, that you are it, that it is becoming you. Every speck and presence in your person is being changed and transformed now. There's no living without love. There's no life that isn't love. It's all pure and purely connected through the spiritual umbilical cord of the crown chakra. Babies, we're living the life we've always dreamed of being because of our service to one another. And the great reflectors of life can now rise up and be far more reflective than they've ever been. For your heart is sufficiently ripened now to that stage where paradise does indeed return to us. And all that was ignoble is made history and done away with. And no longer is there unpleasantry or distruthfulness of any sort, or pain or agony or suffering. For such were created that all might experience it and therefore never need it again. Suffering has served its purpose. It's ripened us into some of the most ancient and beautiful beings, some of the most ancient and beautiful hearts, ever resurrected from the grave. Yes, baby, we've been found, and we've been found alive inside of ourselves. And that's the truth, as it resonates through you. Spoken from old grandfather's lips here. Right here in Crestone, Colorado, 9,000 feet, baby, and you fly. This is takeoff. This is our position. Takeoff. Babies, we rock. Humanity, we love you. The angels and I and everybody else associated with that kingdom and realm, all of us are in this with you together, babies. The storms of love, of awakening have arisen, and they will not die down until all are released from their heart prison, till all let go of the pain and understand the gain that has come their way. Again, grandfather's gift to you here on this great Father's Day. Of course, given through the heart of the mother. We must acknowledge that, yes. Without the mother's love, we would not exist. And none of us would be here saying what we're saying and doing what we're doing and feeling what we're feeling and coming back to life. Mother's love has kept us alive throughout all of this. We must acknowledge that and be that part of our love too, especially that, for it's the center core of creation. Mother's love never surrenders to anything but love. She never surrenders her children to anything, ever. She holds them in her heart, whether they're scattered across the galaxies or living right next door. They are her children. She will never let go of the love. They're born of her body, born of her soul, her heart. She never lets go of the love. The birthing process, yes, much different now that we've dispensed with death. We'll talk about that some other time. It's a whole other intriguing subject, but that's for the future. As it comes, we talk about it. See, this is active commentary in the moment of now, here in the Coyote Medicine Show, for the most part, with some repetitive traits, because you need to hear it again and again to get it right. So we put it together in many different ways and many different forms, so that it kind of makes a whole circle. You know, you listen to a series of programs here, and you get it all. You get it all down really quick, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. You know? It can be a bit addictive. If it is, then back off. You know, don't need to be feed. Well, what the heck, whatever your heart says. There ain't no right and wrong anymore. Never was, really. There's just the flow of the heart. The flow of the heart takes us in ways that do not ever create harm for anyone, and for the greatest benefit of all do we serve in each and every moment that we live. That's our consciousness as we arise in this great love of life and become that life that we are. I don't know about you, but I feel fully present tonight, man. Or as fully present as a person can possibly be at this moment in time. And I think it's for the first time in the history since I began it as a soul presence and lived as all these persons throughout this reality. Carrying this same energy, man, tugging myself along and didn't even know that's what I was doing. Gosh, guys. Wow. We got a lot to celebrate. But let's go assimilate now. I'll give you like the next hour, just some good rock and roll to soothe your soul and help you get on with the program. And just let this soak in. Just let this soak in. Let it become what you are. And I'll see you tomorrow night at midnight, live again with the regular Sunday night flight of the Coyote Medicine Show, here on the HO-HO-HOOO Radio Network. So babies, just let this music carry you. Let it be the wind under your wings, the wind that lifts your heart ever higher. Your consciousness expanding into the greatest forms of understanding that have ever been. There's nothing like the ripening of a dark heart to bring you back to life and light. Wow. What an experience this has been. And I'm loving it, kiddos. I hope you are too. And living in it the same as me. Babies, here goes divine unraveling mystery. Only on the Coyote Medicine Show. Only on the HO-HO-HOOO Radio Network. Your ticket to flight each and every night here on the HO-HO-HOOO Radio Network. Babes, welcome home once again.